Welcome. I'm Francis Chino Monde. Kapovuji started in 2011 in the most interesting ways. What had happened is that I had walked into a school that was just in our rural home. It was Nyatwere Primary School. And when I walked there were these students who were just sleeping around, and they were not looking that healthy, and they were looking kind of weak. So I asked myself, like, okay, what's going on? Why are these kids out and the rest are in for class? So I asked the teachers, and they said, these kids are out because, like, okay, most of them didn't have breakfast, and some probably even supper they didn't have. And it was because most of them were staying with their grandparents. The reason being they were orphans, so they didn't have their parents. And then staying with their grandparents in that local area, the grandparents were not well off, so they couldn't afford the 3 square meals in a day. So I started thinking of, like, what do I do for these children, based on my love for children and my passion for kids. Habari ya class. Class ilikuwa aje? Mwalimu alikuwa anafundisha aje? Yo hamjui. I thought of doing lunch, rice, beans, because rice and beans is balanced, there is starch, there is proteins. But that was going to be too expensive. It is something I couldn't afford on my own. So I wanted something that is affordable, that I could actually chuck in some cash from my pocket and do. So that is when the idea of Vuji came to my mind. But I wasn't going to do the old school, because what I could afford was basically for the baby class, pre-unit, nursery. As the years moved along from 2011, there was a pressure from teachers. They were like, can you include the elder ones? Because what would happen is that at break time, we'd realize that the older pupils would come scrambling for the uji that was for the younger ones. So they kept pushing, and then I also kept thinking what I could do, how to increase and have the old school taken care of. I believed in the power of social media. In 2014, I went on Twitter, and then I decided to tweet the president at around 1 a.m. in the morning. And then I was just basically explaining the porridge program. So I think after some 5 to 10 minutes, the guy was by then handling communications for the president, Denis Itumbi, just sent me a direct message that, can I have your contact? And I gave him my contact. So from then we started having a conversation. That was around 2 a.m. in the morning. And then I explained everything, and then he said, like, let me see what we can do. He started talking about Kapovuji with the hashtag Kapovuji. So he started rallying Kenyans to just support, send in any donation that they can have to the pay bill number. And by morning we had enough cash that we were able to scale up the old school. Actually, I think since then we have never looked back in terms of not providing porridge to the kids in that particular school. Basically, the program targets children from less privileged backgrounds. So when we are going to a school, we look at the surrounding environment where the kids come from. Mostly you realize people just inbox you on social media, and they're like, okay, I've seen this school, it's needy, can you help them? And then I go there, do the assessment, try to find out details about the school, where do the kids come from, so that is the whole process.
Kwa jina naitwa Gladys Kavere. Uji tumepika kwa miaka nyingi sana, na watoto wamefurahia sana. Huwa hata wakikunywa wako na furaha, wanacheza vizuri, wanakuanga na afya vizuri. Hata uwezi ukaona wakilialia wakisumbua. I think I've signed up for a lifetime of this, like just supporting these kids for like the rest of my life. I would literally want to do this. I look forward to this every day. Challenges are there. One, you get people who are interested in volunteering, and then you realize they're not interested in volunteering for the fact that they're passionate about what is being done, but rather than they want to be paid. Basically, I don't earn from Kapovuji. I have to do other side jobs to earn a living. So, and also at the same time, we have companies who make promises. Like you have a company that makes a promise that, oh, come the new year, I'll give you this number of kgs of flour. And then it comes the new year, they're gone. Like they're so silent. You call them, they don't pick up. You try approaching them, you try asking them, they're just silent. So I would literally love like when companies come on board and say they can do 20 kgs or 10 kgs of flour or sugar or anything, So that goes a long way in helping some of these kids, because currently we have like 3,143 children who are receiving porridge every single day. It's
quite a huge number. Doing Kapo Uji is the most amazing thing. Like just walking into a school, interacting with those lovely children, just seeing the brightness on their faces after you serve them uji or when you're serving them uji. It is one of the most fulfilling experiences I've ever had in my life for the 7 years that I've been doing Kapo Uji. So that is quite something huge for me. Like it gives me, like, it lifts my spirit up in a way. Yes.